Hello,
Good afternoon.
good afternoon, and welcome back to class. How are you doing?
I'm good. Yeah. How about
hmm
you?
I'm doing well. You're my last student for the day.
Okay. You're gonna finish at 3.
Yes, 3
Um.
Korean time, but 2
huh?
o'clock Philippine time.
I got it. Yeah.
hmm
1 hour gap.
Yes. Have you
Mm-hmm.
had lunch? Have you taken your lunch?
Yes. Yes.
hmm
Uh.
What did you have?
Okay. First.
hmm
I woke up early this
hmm
morning, and
How
I
early?
went early.
How
How?
early? hmm
Around 7 or 8.
Mm, that's too
And
early.
yeah, I went to the cafe, and then
hmm
I drank a cup of coffee,
hmm
and I I was there for 2 or 3 hours, and then
hmm
I come back home
hmm
and eat um, fried egg and kimchi.
Okay, thank you. You came back home and ate. Okay, that's the past tense.
Yeah. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
8. Yeah.
I ate and I came back home. But last
Kind of.
question, because
Hmm?
I love coffee, what
Hmm?
kind of coffee do you enjoy drinking? Is it black, espresso, or cafe
Hmm?
latte or macchiato? What do you like?
I prefer just black coffee, like Americano,
Mm-hmm. With
and
little sugar?
no
Little
sugar.
sugar. Uh-huh. No
No
sugar.
sugar. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
But these
Wow,
days,
that's perfect.
these days I try to the different kind of coffee. And yesterday also I went
Mhm.
to the cafe and I
Again?
drank,
Do you go to the cafe every day?
yeah, almost every
Mhm.
day.
Uh-huh.
And
Okay. So what did you try yesterday?
yeah, yesterday I tried uh, peach iced tea with
hmm
uh, one shot coffee.
Of espresso?
Yeah, yeah, espresso, and it was good as well. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. I hope I
Mhm.
can also try that one.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you. Welcome back to class. And I received your note. I read your
Uh-huh.
note. So for
Mhm.
part one, let's
Mhm.
start right away. Let's talk about your hobby, right?
Yes, right.
Okay. So it says here, do you have a hobby?
Mhm.
Why have you chosen this hobby?
Mhm.
What do you usually do in your free time? And what types of leisure activities are popular in your country? One by one. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Do you have a
Mm,
hobby? What is it?
uh, yes, of course. I have a lot of different kind of hobbies.
Mm-hmm.
But these days, I am focused on learning English. That's why I can say my hobby is learning language nowadays.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Why have you chosen this hobby?
First, as I mentioned earlier, um, I am interested in learning language since I like to live abroad and
Mm-hmm.
I like to travel uh, lots of uh, countries. That's
Mm-hmm.
why I I like to learn language, especially English.
Okay. Very well said. Thank you. And
Mm,
what do you usually do in your free time?
these days, I spend most of the time at home and studying English, and After study English, if I have free time, I usually post my pictures,
Mm-hmm.
which is took for the last 3 years
Mm-hmm.
since I was in abroad, such as Philippines and
Mm-hmm.
Canada as well. And that time I took a tons of pictures, but I never posted my
Mm-hmm.
pictures. But I miss that time these days,
Mm-hmm.
and whenever I arrange my pictures, it
Mm-hmm.
reminds me of a good time. That's why these days to remind to
Mm-hmm.
reminisce about my travel experiences. I arrange and post to share the information with each other.
Mm-hmm. Thank you so much. And later on, I have other questions. Okay.
Mhm,
Mm-hmm. So let me go to the next question here.
mhm.
What types of leisure activities are popular in your country?
I can say these days, mountain hiking on the mountain is
Mm-hmm.
the most leisure activities in Korea. Um, there is a challenge, and uh, whenever people reach the peak of the mountain,
Mm-hmm.
we they can get a step,
Yes, I
and
know that.
yeah, and
Yes.
then
Mm-hmm.
if people gather 100 steps,
Mm-hmm.
they can get a medal.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, yeah, that's why, especially among young people, uh, hiking a mountain is popular in
Mm-hmm. Yes. But are you also, have you shown interest in doing that too?
Sure, since
Mm-hmm.
I like do outdoor activities, and when I was in Canada, also
Mm-hmm.
I was passionate to go uh, mountains as well. And these days, after after I finish the IELTS test, I'm gonna do that definitely.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yes.
Mhm.
I've heard about that hobby. So I have a student who does that. As of the moment, he has climbed 34 mountains.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And there's no
Mhm.
limit, right? So
Yeah.
as long as you finish the 100 mountains, it does
Yes.
not
Yes.
say for 1 year. So it's up to you when to
Yes.
finish the
Right.
100 mountains.
Yes. Right.
Yes.
Yes.
Aside from the medal, you will also get a free trip to climb Mount Everest. I guess I heard that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yes.
Aha. Okay. So that would be good for younger
Yeah.
people like you. Okay, you still have the energy to climb the mountains.
Yes. Yes.
Mm, thank you. And we'll do
Mhm.
our corrections later. Okay.
Okay.
But before we go to part two, let me just
Mhm,
upload
mhm,
this feedback box so that later on I wouldn't
mhm.
be sending you the same
Okay.
sentences. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Just give me a few seconds.
Mhm,
Mhm. Okay. Okay. So while I'm doing this, let me just ask.
mhm.
Huh. You mentioned earlier that you have traveled to the Philippines already, right?
Yes.
Where in the Philippines?
I was in Davao City.
Oh, really?
Oh,
When was
yeah.
that? What
Uh,
year?
not too long, just 3 months maybe.
When?
Uh, it was uh 2019 maybe.
Before the pandemic? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, before pandemic. And my original plan was to learn English.
Mm-hmm.
but I just study on the weekdays, and every weekend I travel
Mm-hmm.
around the Philippines, and
Yes.
yeah, there
Mm-hmm.
are tons of islands,
Mm,
and
yes.
yeah, it was so fantastic, and I really enjoyed
Mm-hmm.
the attraction,
Mm-hmm.
and I hope um, I will get back Davao, Australia
Yes.
again.
So, but you're somewhat, in your case, it's somewhat different because most people, when they go to the Philippines, they would
Mhm,
choose either Baguio to study or Cebu. But why
mhm.
Davao? Who introduced you to Davao, to the
One
place?
of my friends' grandfather, and uncle
Mm-hmm.
uh, used to live there, and they
Mm-hmm.
recommended us.
Mm-hmm.
And especially Baguio or
Mm-hmm.
Cebu,
Yes. So,
there are.
were you able to visit Baguio?
No,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't, but
Mm-hmm.
uh, when it comes to Baguio or Cebu, the place is already famous, and
Mm-hmm.
there are lots of Korean already
Yes.
there. That's why I was trying to avoid the place. And yeah,
Okay. Hmm.
yeah,
So you're really different because some
yeah.
Koreans, they would love to find a place where there are a lot of Koreans, right? In your
Mhm,
case,
mhm.
you were trying to avoid
Yeah, avoid.
those
Yeah,
places. Mm-hmm.
since if I gathered with them,
Mm-hmm.
um, maybe my English wasn't improved.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
The reason why I avoid when I was in Davao, there's
Mm-hmm.
a little Korean, and
Mm-hmm.
then of course I never enjoyed with them. I
Mm-hmm.
always try to enjoy with my teachers who is
Mm-hmm.
Filipinos,
Yes, who are Filipinos.
who
Mm-hmm.
are Filipino.
So you would speak in English, right? You would
Mm,
have practice. Mm-hmm.
yeah, yes, yes, yes,
Mm-hmm.
right.
Okay. Thank you. I'm sure you must have seen my school there
Oh,
because I used to study for a few years at the Philippine Women's College. Philippine
oh,
Women's University,
women.
right? It's an
Oh,
all-girls school.
oh,
Okay, so the uniform is white with a maroon necktie.
ah,
And
yeah.
Ateneo de Davao. I'm sure you have heard of Ateneo de Davao, right? The school there.
Yes, yes,
Mhm.
yes.
Okay, thank you for answering that question. Now we're ready to discuss or study part two. Mhm.
Okay.
So,
Mm,
describe something that you enjoy doing. So, tell me
mm,
what it is,
mm,
where you do it, and what
mm,
equipment you need
mm.
in doing it, and explain why you enjoy doing it.
Okay. Mm, I like almost uh, all kinds sports,
Mhm.
and especially I enjoy snowboarding
Mhm.
every winter.
Mhm.
And when I was in Canada for the last 3 years, I I enjoy snowboarding with my friends
Mhm.
and other people. And there is a famous place called Sunshine Resort. It is so famous around the
Mhm.
world. That's why around that's why lots of people gathered every winter season. And but I am currently in Korea,
Mhm.
and maybe this winter I am going to Gangwon-do, which is famous for ski resort in Korea.
Mhm.
And The sports require some equipment like
Mhm,
snowboarding, a snowboard,
mhm,
helmet, goggle, glove, and yes, that's it. But it is quite expensive.
mhm, yes.
And also, I need to buy the pass for the resort.
Mhm,
Yes, and the reason why I enjoy the sport is that I like fast and speedy,
mhm,
and then uh, also I can enjoy the scenery of the mountains and snow, and I can uh, I can do the sport with my friends and people who uh, have similar interests, and
mhm,
I really like that's why I really like this sport.
mhm. Thank you. So I can just imagine you going
Mhm.
to Gwangwangdo, right?
Yeah.
Because I have one student. She
Mhm.
went there with her friend, and she
Okay.
took photos of the
Oh,
mountain and the
okay.
resort, uh-huh,
Yes.
the ski
Uh,
resort,
yes, yes.
and the cable
Um,
cars, right?
yes,
There
paper
are
cut.
cable
Yes, right.
cars. Okay. Is it
Um,
expensive? The
mm,
pass, I mean, of course, the equipment are expensive, but the
um,
pass.
yeah, for the past, but
Mm-hmm,
I think compared to the abroad,
mm-hmm,
Korean is not expensive for the
mm-hmm,
resort pass.
mm-hmm.
And since when I was in Canada, I almost pay $500.
Huh?
Uh,
For
five
the resort
hundred.
alone? For the resort alone? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just
Including the
alone.
including
Mm.
the including the equipment.
No, 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 no,
Mm-hmm,
no. Except for the equipment,
mm-hmm,
uh, but I can use the resort. Not the resort, like
mm-hmm,
the place
mm-hmm,
for snowboarding.
mm-hmm.
Um, just on weekdays, not weekend, and
Why?
I
Why not?
can use because of the pass. Since if I want to
Ah.
use whole day, it's
Mm-hmm.
over maybe $1,000. But
Uh-huh.
if I want to use the during the weekdays,
Mm-hmm.
it is $500. That's
Mm-hmm.
why I choose that.
Weekdays.
And
And there are no more no not much people, right?
mm,
On weekdays? Not much people?
no, no, there
Mm-hmm,
are tons of people there, but the space so huge
mm-hmm,
and large.
mm-hmm,
Since, as I know, for three mountains,
mm-hmm,
they made three mountains place
mm-hmm,
for snowboard. That's
mm-hmm,
why huge and lots of people gather there, especially they're from England and
mm-hmm,
Australia, Japan,
mm-hmm.
yeah, and US.
Okay. And of course, for them,
Hmm?
it's inexpensive. That's why they go snowboarding there, right?
Yeah, yeah, yes, yes,
Mm-hmm,
expensive, but yeah, as I know, compared to Canada,
mm-hmm,
Korea's resort is not expensive.
mm-hmm. So we don't have that
Mm.
ski resort here. That's why I'm
Yeah.
asking you a lot of questions.
Yeah.
What we only have here in the Philippines is the
Um,
ski inside the Mall of Asia. It's a ski
ah,
rink,
yeah,
ice skating rink, but not the
yeah, ice
skiing.
skating.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, right, right. Mm.
Okay, thank you. Very good. So we were able to complete parts one and parts two. Do
Mm,
you have
okay.
questions?
Uh, um, I have
Because
a
yes,
yeah.
let me say something first. I
Okay.
submitted the feedback box for the
Mm,
sentences, so that the
okay.
sentences would not be duplicated, but my
Uh,
comments are not there yet. Okay.
okay. Yes.
Yes. So what's your question now?
Um, Nothing now.
So that's what you were supposed to ask me.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
One, I have one question about
Mm-hmm.
feeling. I don't know how to describe my feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I said before, I like to enjoy the fast and sp- speed, speedy,
Mm-hmm.
and because of the feeling,
Mm-hmm.
how to
Ah, so you
describe?
want so you
Mm,
want something that's fast and speedy, right?
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yes, yes.
So maybe we can use the word
Mm,
I am.
mm,
I want, you can say I am
mm.
an adventurous person.
Ah,
Mhm.
yeah, adventurous.
Adventurous person. I
Yes,
want to
yes.
feel
Mm,
the adrenaline rush
ah,
because we use this when we say
ah,
we want excitement. Mhm.
yes,
You want
yes.
to feel the excitement.
Yeah, yes, yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, okay, okay. I
Mhm.
am
An adventurous
adventurous
person.
person. Yes,
Mhm.
right. Okay.
So you like adventures, right?
Yeah,
Adventures, because
yeah,
you
yeah,
even told me that you, if given the chance, you want to
yeah. Mm,
hike or climb the mountains, right?
yes, right.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Feel
So
the,
you can say also you that I
mm,
want to feel the excitement.
feel the
Excitement, adrenaline rush.
excitement.
Mm-hmm.
Excitement.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I want to experience exciting things.
Exciting
Mm-hmm.
things.
Mm-hmm.
Exciting things. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I got it.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so while
Mm,
I'm doing the corrections here, okay,
mm,
so you can ask me other questions, or if you want, I can ask you some more
mm.
questions if you want to.
Uh, uh, no,
Mhm.
nothing.
No more. So I'll close this now. I'll close the
Yeah,
questions
yeah,
now. Uh-huh.
yeah.
So let's do the corrections this time. I'll
Uh,
delete that. First, let's do your
mm,
first, what's this? Feedback box.
okay.
hmm I like to travel lots of countries.
Mm.
What correction did I use there?
Um, I like to travel lots of countries.
What is missing?
Um, Plural. Oh, no. I like to
Preposition? A
preposition.
preposition?
Yeah,
hmm
preposition.
What
Yeah.
should it be?
To
To. Yes. Or
travel
you
to.
might to.
Mm.
Or you might use, you can also use around. I like to travel around. hmm
Ah, okay. Around.
Travel around
Travel to.
countries.
Yes.
Around countries.
Around countries.
hmm
Mm.
And this one?
Mm. After studying English,
Yes. I didn't hear the ing. After studying English,
yeah, I
I
post mm,
my pictures
my pictures
taken.
taken. Okay,
Mm.
taken for the last 3 years.
hmm Or if you want to use took, that I
Mm,
took. That
I
I
took.
took. hmm
Ah, that I
That
took.
I took. Yes.
That I took for the last 3 years. Okay.
hmm Okay.
Mm, mm, those pictures
Those pictures.
around.
Because it's plural,
Plural.
right?
Yeah. Yes.
I have never.
I have
I have
never
never.
posted those pictures.
hmm So it means that you are just posting them now after 3 years.
Mm,
You make some albums. You
yeah.
create albums and then you post.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so you want to
Um,
reminisce. You said.
yes.
I'm not sure if I heard it right, but
Mm,
One letter was missing,
mm,
is missing here.
missing.
One letter is
Uh,
missing.
a good, no.
Yes, good
It,
what?
a good time,
Good.
or
It reminds me of
the good times.
the good times. It reminds me of the good
Okay.
times, right?
Mm, yes, the good
Mhm.
times.
This one again. The remember I told you yesterday the word ending sounds of s.
Uh,
Stubs.
oh, can get on my, if people get
Gathered.
gather 100
Stubs.
stops.
Stubs. S.
Stops.
Am I right?
Yes, right. Because
Did you?
100
Yes.
stops.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, right. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Mm,
Next, in the feedback box, we have.
mm,
This is correct. But how can you say it in another way? Use your IELTS
mm,
ability.
My
Choose another
original
word
plan,
for original. Original. Mhm.
uh, my original or mm, a first plan,
Yes. My first plan
mm,
was
was
to
to
study
study
English, right?
English.
So you can
Yes.
use other words aside from original.
Oh,
Mhm. But it's best if you use this one
mm,
if you're taking the IELTS test.
ah, foremost.
hmm
So my foremost plan was to study
Yes.
English.
hmm It means it's your top priority, right?
Yeah, yes.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
So you can use other words. You can play with words.
Mm, okay.
Okay. Another one here, I
Um,
really enjoyed the attraction. The attractions in the Philippines, right? So with
yeah,
S, 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 S.
yes.
Sound your
Um,
S. Mm-hmm.
as yeah,
Mm-hmm.
the Philippines.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And of course, I corrected you earlier. You said I wanted to
Mm,
be with my teachers who is Filipinos, who are
uh,
Filipinos, right?
yes, yes.
Or you can just
Uh,
say I
uh,
wanted to hang out with my Filipino teachers,
ah,
right?
Filipino teachers. Yes.
Mhm. You don't have to use who are anymore to be
Okay.
safe, right? To be safe,
Yeah.
not to commit a mistake, just say Filipino teachers. Mm-hmm.
Filipino teachers.
Mm-hmm.
Filipino teachers. Yes.
Mm-hmm. And the last one is
Mhm. It is famous for skis resort in Korea. It is all famous
it is famous. That's correct.
for all
So just
ski resort.
yes, for you can say it is famous for the
Huh?
ski resort, right? Or
Yes.
ski resorts for general words. Ski resorts.
Okay. It is famous for the ski resort
Sort
or
or
all ski
ski
resort.
resorts or ski
Um,
resorts.
a ski resort.
Mm-hmm. Okay, you said for the
Huh?
ski resort,
Mm,
the ski resort, or make it general for ski
mm,
resorts.
ski
Mm-hmm.
resort.
It's ski resorts.
It's ski resort.
Possessive.
Mm-hmm.
It is famous for its ski resorts.
Yes.
For example, I would say Boracay is famous for its white sand. Right?
Um,
Use the possessive. Mm-hmm.
okay, I got it.
Mm-hmm.
It. Okay, I got it.
Thank
Mm,
you.
yeah.
And that's it for today.
Thank
Yes,
you so much.
thank you also because I really enjoy our class together because you
Uh,
are so open
uh,
to my corrections, right?
uh,
You are
yeah.
so teachable because you keep on repeating the sentences until you master it, you perfect it.
uh,
Good job.
Thank you so much. Thanks to you.
Thank you. Thanks to you too. And I'll see you soon.
Yeah, see you
Yes.
soon.
Enjoy the
Mm,
rest of your day. Bye,
Yeah, you,
Violet.
you too.
Take care.